Hey guys, this is Laura with McLeod Homestead, and little bummed today. Not gonna be outside in the heat and the sun a whole lot. I don't know if you can tell, but I am still swollen and puffy over here. I ended up at the ER last night. I don't know what it was that bit me, but here's a couple pictures. Now, it might not look too bad in the pictures, but it was really swollen. And I wouldn't have gone to the ER, but probably about 10 years ago, I got stung. Same eye, right above. And it's not really stung. It's not from a bee. It's from some kind of, it's a bite of some sort. And it got me up here when that happened about 10 years ago. And I did not go and get it checked. And for 2 days, but my whole face was swollen and drooped real bad. And ever since then, this one eye kind of gets lazy. So this time I decided it was better to play safe than sorry. So what did they do for me? They gave me prednisone that I only took last night. They don't like to give it as a rule to people that are diabetic or have high blood pressure, and I have both of those. So, and then they gave me the max dose of Benadryl. Did not have any Benadryl at home, so then they gave me some Benadryl to take this morning, but I woke up too late, and my son and my husband have to work, and I got a 4-year-old I got to take care of. So I'm just going to be low-key today, kind of, and try to stay out of the heat for the most part, and just probably put some more ice on it, because just being in this greenhouse in the heat, it just feels like it's starting to get irritated, so, and itchy. So I'm gonna head back over to the house, unfortunately, and maybe I can find us something to do over there and bring you along for that. So we'll talk to you later. Thanks, guys. One thing I did want to show you before I head over to the house. Look, I have a cucumber. Another day or two it'll be ready to be picked. And it's growing out of this container one. These buckets, we've got yellow squash growing. So, and it's time to get a little trellis up for my peas. They're growing good. Okay guys, so I'm still puffy, still feeling a little crappy from whatever it was that bit me, but I gotta get things done. And so I'm gonna try and push through as much as I can. We got cardboard and these. I'm getting ready to bring over the compost pile so we can get the dirt and get the good dirt on it, and I can finish planting these raised beds like should have already been planted a month ago. Oh well, it is what it is, but gotta get it done. So that is my goal and my agenda today. Whether or not it happens, we'll see, but that's what he's mowing right now. He's mowing the grass down so I can get to my compost bin safely, because I don't like snakes. So let's get to work. So this is what's left of the compost that I'm going to put in the bottom of those bins before we put the dirt on. Alright, well my son's been working on that here. Alright Alex, I got this all mowed and got these lined up, and now the next thing I'm going to do is gotta take and get them all leveled. So let me show you how I do that. Alright, so what I do, and these are for my hydroponics, but I lay it this way off. needs to be there. So I take a rock and stick it under. And then I come this way. That's way off. It's got to go that way. So again, I'll just find another rock, stick it under. And that's all I do, is I just find rocks and then I just keep maneuvering until everything's level. This way, see how perfect that is? This way. Gotta come up. So we'll just keep working at it till I get it level. And I've got all of these to do. Alright, so this one is level. We set it here. I don't know if you can see the bubble. So I'll bring you in. Alright, so you can see the bubble. That's level enough for me, because you got to remember the weight of the water is going to push it down too. So when we go the opposite way, the bubble's centered too. So this one is done. On to the next. And by judging how this one is, woo, gotta go away. Gotta love working on the side of a hill. Now this one, see how bad the bubble's off? Let's see how far we've got to go up. That's how far. About 1.5 inches. We've got to raise that up. So alright guys, it may not look like it, but every one of these barrels is now level. So the next thing I am going to do is I'm going to see how much chemicals I have to put in them and how many I can fill, because I know I'm going to have to order more of the master blend. So we're going to do that, and then we're going to fill the ones I can fill, and then I'll probably give it a day or two to let the water temperature warm up a little bit in the barrels before I put a couple of plants in them. Right now I'm just working on a knot as I talk with you guys. So, but that's just the next step on what I'm going to do. Looking at this, and I know I don't have enough maybe to do but a couple of barrels. So with a 55-gallon drum, it takes a 1/2 cup of the Epsom salt and 1 cup of the master blend and the calcium or magnesium. Oh, that's the Epsom salt. So the calcium nitrate is 1 cup and the master blend is 1 cup. So I'm thinking maybe 3 barrels I'll be able to get looking at this. So let me measure in. Here's the master blend, and I just do it in. Alright, calcium nitrate is again 1 cup. And just slowly pour it in so I don't spill it everywhere. And then I've got 1/4 cups, so I'll put 2 of these in for the Epsom salt. And then the next step is just putting water in, and I'll fill it up, and I will show you that when we get to it. So I am going to use, this is an Expedition cucumber. I've already got cucumbers on it. I've got to get them out of the pots. Probably won't get very big, which is fine, but I just, took it out of the soil. I'm using a small because that's what the holes are here. And I'll just stick that in there, and I'll probably put a couple of those little balls for hydroponics. I will just use them, put a couple in there, but just kind of loosely. See, maybe stick a few of the roots down through, but not all of them. I will let that decide the majority, because some of your roots have to have air too. So I'll just stick it like this, and then when there's enough water in here, I will just stick it down in, hopefully without damaging any roots, like that. These are the little hydroponic balls that I'm talking about. They're real lightweight. And then what you do is you just kind of put them around to help hold where you want them to stay. As the plant gets bigger, I notice when the plant gets bigger, I just end up taking them out, because once the roots get established down, it seems to hold itself right into place. So only putting a few in there. I think they hold a little moisture too. So put a couple in there, it'll hold it up. And voila. All right, now I'm not going to be able to show you down in the barrel, but I fill the water to just hits the bottom of this, and I'll just drop it in here. Now, one thing I want to do though, because I added the chemicals, and this here, I'm going to stick this pole down in and just kind of mix everything up real good. And this is long enough, it reaches right down to the bottom. Now let me show you a little bit, if I can, what was in last. The container from last year fell down in. That's part of a root. Actual container literally broke, and I couldn't get it out until I put the water in. Now check, water level is still good. Mix it up a little more. And then I will put this cap back on here to help excess water from getting in there. And then I'll be done. But this one is already, it's in the water. So we'll see how it goes. Nothing to it. Again, I'm putting Expedition cucumbers in this one. Alright, one of the things I've done while waiting for barrels to fill is I put this fencing up for my peas to grow up. So I've got one area over here I don't have anything yet fenced up. So I've got to find something to do there, but other than that, just doing little things at the moment. So in here I did the same thing, only I used the bigger slots, as you can see. And these are Brandywine tomatoes. I'll be honest with you, all of my plants, when I put them in hydroponics, is usually smaller than this. So I'm not positive how it's going to work out. But we'll try. If I kill two of them, I kill two of them, and I'll do something different. Alright, so I finished stringing up the peas. And then this is a Henderson tomato. And this is a Rudker. So we'll see how these do. Now back to cleaning that out. All right, guys. I got that pulled out. That plastic I got to take over and burn. But I got this compost area cleaned up good enough. Whew. That's all metal that's going bye-bye. But all cleaned up. Whew. All right, guys, it's been a hot one. I'm just going to do little odds and ends of cleanup, like burning the plastic and stuff, and I'm calling it a day. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you later. Toodles!